Yeah, we live now. Morning. Morning, guys. How is everybody this morning? Y'all just coming out of y'all missing street. Give folks some time to get in here. Yeah, sorry I had to fly much lately, but YouTube's got to take a back seat. It's just gonna have to happen. I got business to take care of, and YouTube's awesome. I don't do it for the money, but I can't put off money to do YouTube because I don't do YouTube for the money. It's goddamn busy right now. I can't see straight, so I'm losing my will to do YouTube because of it. I mean, it's not because I dislike YouTube, but YouTube's not growing, but my business is. And as a father, provider, a husband, a man, an entrepreneur, I got to focus on what's actually growing. You know, my business is keeping me busy 16, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's just not conducive for trying to jump into YouTube every Sunday on schedule. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm officially no longer a scheduled live streamer. I'll go live whenever I get the chance, get the time. But I'm too toxic, as another Smith put this morning. I'm not going to try to force building a following on YouTube. It'll grow, and grow, because apparently, unless I water myself down, I'm too harsh, bitter, and toxic. But if you guys want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you can. I'm not much of the shop hangout guy. Sorry. I don't want to sit down in front of a camera and stare at you and talk to you all day like you don't want to talk to me because I got work to do. I don't got time to sit down and not be productive. Best way to make a cupping tool, get you a large bearing, like such, a large ball bearing. That's how I make mine, and upset the tool in the hardy hole, or if you got a press die that you can upset it down in. You know, you want a nice, you know, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches thick, 3-4 inches around. upset mass with the hardy shank on it. Then once you get it flat, you put that on top of it, and I do it with the press and press the ball down into it. And the ball, once it seats about halfway down, you have a good cup for the cupping tool. Make your hammers. No, he was talking about a group that he's in. It's full of asshole blacksmiths and bitter people, and it's a terrible group. And he followed it up with, "Hey, team would be a great group for you." So that's the general consensus of me over the internet. I'm not going to push to change it. I'm not going to water myself down to kiss your ass either. So anybody that feels that way about me, you can go fuck yourself. I guess I don't care. I'm not going to water myself down for you or anybody else. If you follow me, it's because you like me. If you don't like me, get the fuck out of my channel. It's that simple. I'm not going to kiss anyone's ass for likes. I got too much work to do to bend over backwards for something that pays me $20 a month. Alright, let's straighten this grill out. Got a piece of coil spring here. I'm going to make an integral. Alright, got her straight. A lot of people think I'm awesome, but there's also a lot of people that would kiss your ass to get you like them that don't think I'm awesome because I don't kiss your ass to get you like me. And I appreciate that you guys like me. I really do, because I like you guys. I'm sure you guys that follow me and have been following me understand who I am at this point. I'm about as real as you're going to get. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to kiss your ass just to hurt your feelings. If you're a friend or not a friend, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. That's how I see it. You guys know I like y'all. It's not so much being no nonsense, it's just not being salt and Charmin toilet paper. That's what it is. I mean, it all started because I gave no bullshit advice without coddling, without kissing their ass first, in blacksmithing for beginners. And that built me a reputation where people targeted me whenever I gave advice. They'd be like, "Oh, you're just an asshole. You don't know how to congratulate someone, blah, blah, blah." So it just got me into a phase of telling people, you know what, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck what you think about my advice. This is true. This is false. This is wrong. This is right. If you see it as me putting you down and not trying to build you up and help you do better, I'm not going to fucking beg you to see it any different way. But I'm not doing it to tear anyone down and make anyone feel better. So maybe it's not for me. Maybe what the world needs that now is a bunch of fucking attaboys, high fivers. Give everybody a sense of accomplishment, I guess. Instead of saying, "Hey, you're doing good. You can do a lot better if you try harder." All right. Just back in for a second. I'm going to change this dial real quick. think it's this one or is it the other guillotine? It's this guillotine. Been a while since I used that one. I don't even think it has. Let's remove the word constructive criticism from it. Okay. Let's sit here and think about what we consider constructive criticism. Okay. What I'm considering constructive criticism may not be what you consider constructive criticism. Right. Me telling you, okay, for instance, someone posts the first knife they ever make. Right? Be honest, it looks like a fucking prison shank. It looks like shit. Okay, and they say, what are you guys' opinions? Be honest with me. Let me know so I can grow. One person's gonna say, man, that's fantastic, dude. Good job. Keep up the good work. Everybody that reads that knows he's full of shit. Even the guy that posted knows he's full of shit. But in today's world, nobody's gonna call him out on that. Another guy's going to say, hey, good job. But, there's that but, okay? Everything before the but's fucking useless. And who else has heard that? Nothing that is said before the but matters, right? That's how I was taught. If you have to start out with something to kiss my ass before you give me it straight, just don't kiss my ass. Tell me the straightness. So the third person, I'm the third guy, I'm going to say, all right, step back and look at your knife. Would you buy that knife? I'm going to say it to you just like that. You are likely going to get your goddamn feelings hurt because you were reading the other 40 comments before, like, good job, man. That looks awesome. I can't stand that shit. That's not me. I'm not going to do that to you. I am not going to build you up and break you down at the same time. I'm just going to tell you like it is. You post it, you ask for criticism. I'm going to give you the criticism without the fucking candy coat. Let's face it, the majority of America's overweight. If I sugarcoat the motherfucker, you'll probably try to eat it. Okay? Now. Ayn Rand. Y'all get this comment that pissed me the fuck off before. Alright. Nice little pusher in right there. Turn it around. Yep, the truth hurts. Nobody wants to hear it. And then they love you for being an honest person until you're honest with them. So, at this point, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. Don't care. People who know me, okay? Don't do something fucking stupid around me that you know is morally questionable or just wrong, or something that, you know, I would be against, and then present it to me and expect me to give you thumbs up. It's not gonna happen. I don't care if you're my best friend. I'll fucking tell you like I said. Frankly, that's why I don't have a lot of friends anymore. Too many people glad you have to watch what you say around me. I don't want to be around folks who have to watch what I say because that's being a watered down person. I don't want to be around folks that had to bite my tongue. Lost a lot of good friends in my life because they just couldn't handle the honesty. What they thought. They thought they were let's exempt from the honesty of James. You know what I'm saying? That they think that they're your close friends, and because you're honest, that you're not going to be honest with them because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Motherfucker, I'll hurt my mom's feelings if she's wrong. Not intentionally, but if she's wrong and doesn't want to accept the truth and it hurts her feelings, I'm not gonna not do it just because if she's wrong, she's wrong. And that's anybody. And I'm not saying just. I'm saying anybody. If I would do that with my family. Trust me when I tell you, I would do it to you. So don't come into a friendship with me thinking that I'm going to be faithful to you whenever shit gets real. Whenever something actually happens where a little bit of moral check needs to be done. I'm going to be. Alright, I got a piece of the scrub bar here. It's always spring still. 5160-ish. I'm gonna try different. I'm gonna do that bolster with the puller guys on the press. That way I can be accurate with it because having to turn that and I want a nice clean edge. That's right. The more you try, the more you improve, dog bones. I totally agree. You got to screw up a ton before you get it right. If you aren't told you're screwing up, you're never going to get it right. So the point of high-fiving them before you tell them what they're doing wrong is pointless. It's pointless. If they're doing everything wrong, then the knife's not right. So why high-five them and build them up on what they did wrong? Tell them, like you just said, try again. And when you're done with that one, try again. And when you're done with that one, try again. I think people are just so anxious to get folks into the community that they're willing to water down the quality of the community by telling everybody their work is awesome. I've had people straight up dog my work when I started out. And it drove me to do more. It drove me to do better shit. tripped over my crop. It definitely pushed me to do better. Being told you're screwing up. Hey, Matt. All right, Wiley, you in here? Kind of like when you're at work. I hate to say it like this, but when your boss never notices that you're trying, that you're working your ass off to get better at your job, it's discouraging. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to improve before you get the recognition of improvement. They're not just going to move you up because you say you want to, and you came in the first day and completed the job the first day. They're not going to high five you and say, good job, man. You got to go above and beyond, show initiative to do more than what you're actually supposed to do to get that recognition. Now, once you've done that, you deserve the recognition. Okay? But don't jump into it first thing and think that you're going to move to the top. I love your honesty. That's why I want to ask you something, because I know your answer will piss me off. Not really, man, because you're a pretty level-headed guy, man. You know? I don't think you would approach a conversation with me expecting to be told what you want to hear. I think that you would approach it expecting to be told the truth. Somebody just set me off. I have this reputation of being a bitter asshole because of the way people expect to be treated when they want to learn something. So in turn, that causes people that I consider my friends to say shit on their live stream like Yamez did earlier. If I was bitter and an asshole, I would have done it, come on here and told you my fucking problem with the quad squad. I would have come on here and raised all kinds of hell about that, drove wedges between all kinds of people. But I haven't. Instead, I swallowed my pride and I still support folks in that squad. I still go to Yamez's channel and watch his show. Still do all that. For him in his live stream this morning to say I'm in a group that's nothing but toxic blacksmiths, bitter people who just talk shit constantly, and turn around and say it's a perfect group for you, Ting, that kind of ground my gear, if you kind of want to say it. Whatever grinds my gears, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot I can say that I haven't said. So if I was bitter and trying to be an asshole, trying to cause shit all the time, I would have done it, brought it up, buddy. So that comment to me, Yamez, I don't care if you misworded it. There's much ways you could have worded that to make it okay in my eyes. Just someone who has tried to move past the situations that we had in the Quad Squad back in November and January, December. I've done my best to put that behind me. I haven't made it a public issue. Okay, I've still come to your live streams and supported your show. Okay, still gave you super chats and all that good stuff. I want you to think about what you said about me on your YouTube live stream this morning, y'all. I really want you to fucking think about it. That's what set me off. Clean this up. Yes, criticism can be said with tact, and tact is not disrespecting or being belittling to someone. Tact doesn't mean that I have to kiss your ass before I give you criticism. Let's get that straight, okay? I can forego everything before the butt and give you honest criticism, and it'd be tactful. But in today's world, if you don't add everything before the butt, before you add the after the butt, people get their panties tied up in a knot. They want validation. Real people that are making shit and improving, one, they're not posting every single thing they make on Facebook. They're too busy criticizing their own work and not happy with it and putting it forward. You know what I'm saying? They are actually trying to improve. So a lot of the people that post every single knife they make every day, a lot of why they're posting it is for validation. Okay? They're not really improving. They are improving, but slowly. They're looking for validation. And then when you try to give those kind of folks tips and leave off everything before the butt, you become an asshole to them, no matter how honest and truthful and tactful what you said after the butt was. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't add that looks awesome in today's society, and it's something like that. People tend to get a little upset about it and don't even listen to what you got to say after the butt. I've been on you for a while. I want you to. Thank you for talking to me. I won't wait on this right now, so you can draw speed. shining. I'm making an integral bolster with my hunting knife. Dish. I'm not much for integrals, don't have very much skill with them. So my wife is critical on me too. You guys never saw the first the horse head bottle opener I ever made. The first one I ever made, I took it in and showed my wife. She's like, "Oh, that's an awesome looking snake. Didn't look nothing like a horse head." It looked like a damn long snake serpent snout. Janetta Shear, how are you doing? I'm fine. Well, I'm fine, but can't say that I'm not aggravated. That's why my blades take longer than other makers, because I'm so critical of my own work. I'm just so critical of my own damn work. I'll start over on mine 2 or 3 times. I won't try and just make it okay. I want it to be done right. Not because I want high fives, because I sell my products. Business. I have a reputation. If I continue to be known as someone who puts out quality products, I have to be critical of my work like that. And that's what a lot of these beginners don't understand. There are a lot of professional smiths in those groups that are answering questions. One, they don't got time to kiss your ass first. They're taking the time to answer your question, just let them answer it. Take what you got, take what you want from what you're saying, leave the rest. I did what one time, Ben? What are you talking about? Portion being out like I want it. Oh, I won't, Chewy. Trust me. That was what the whole beginning of the rant was. I won't water myself down to please you. If you want me to, you can kiss my ass and leave now. I won't ever change. Metal Man, what's up? Morning, Metal Man, how are ya? Super chats equals virtual hugs, high fives. All right, we got kind of an announcement today. The raffle that we did. You guys all know Mr. Wiley here won that raffle. Congratulations, Wiley. You won an awesome raffle, awesome fun. Been in contact with Mr. Wiley to get that thing shipped out there. And it came to my attention that, for one, I didn't hold enough money out of what I gave Ryan. I only kept 75 out of $1,500 for shipping. And it's going to be more like $175 to $185 for shipping with insurance. So, talking to Mr. Wiley about that, said, give me an extra week or so to get it shipped. I got to pay that out of my own pocket. You know, I'm a poor knife maker, so I got to come up with that money. I'm not just going to yank it out of my ass, you know what I'm saying? So, give me an extra week to come up with a little extra $100 or so to ship this out. He said, that's totally fine, no rush. He's like, and then he says, well, to be honest, he had a proposal for me, is what he said. He says, to be honest, I got a proposal for you and wondering what you thought about it. Let me turn this off for a second so I don't overheat it. It says, no, he's not sending it to you. He gave it to me. No, he said that as much as he loves the knife, and I know he does, he's not a knife collector. He got into the raffle more for the tools, and would like to. He would hate to see that quality of a knife stuck in a case in a drawer somewhere. He says he's not a collector. He doesn't have them really displayed around his house, so he has nothing to really hang it on or anything like that. So he's asked me. He said, I got a proposal. Would you be willing to, over a period of a few weeks, a month or two, however long it takes, because I do got orders to do. You know, it's not something I can just whip up right away. I've got other orders that still keep coming in. And since the raffle was for a pre-made and pre-gathered bundle, it will take time to make something different. He's going to get all the tools from the bundle, but he told me to keep the knife and give him equal value in tools. So I gave him a price list of all the tools that I offer. And he's going to put together a list of tools that he wants that will equal up to the value that I value that knife at. And we're going to work that trade out. He understands that it is going to take time, that he's not going to rush me like the last person that changed the raffle bundle after they won it and rushed me. He's not going to rush me. He is understanding of that. He knows that this is above and beyond an extra that I've got to do now, because I've got to make the extra stuff. It's not laying around. So that being said, I got a badass Bowie knife sitting here, and I'm not a knife collector. I'm a knife maker. As much as I want to keep this knife, I need ideas what to do with it, because I think it needs a new home. Should I do another raffle for just the knife? That way everybody that gets into it is getting into it just because they want the knife? Should I put just a price tag on the knife, and if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Or should I do a giveaway? And before you say giveaway, I'm not going to just give it away right now. There's stipulations for a giveaway. You notice my channel, I said I'm not too thrilled with my channel because I'm not watering myself down, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? It's not growing because I refuse to submit to the norm of society and hi, this is Ting Ting. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy and kiss your ass all day and sunshine flowing out of my butthole. I'm a normal human being with problems too, and I'm not going to mask my emotions to appease a bunch of strangers. I put this stuff out to help strangers, not to kiss their ass. So, that being said, the giveaway won't be for YouTube.
subscribers, because at this point I feel my YouTube channel is dead and just isn't growing. It is what it is. I'm not going to try and push the growth of my YouTube channel anymore. Just frankly don't care anymore. Too many people are ungrateful for makers that get on here and put out their work and time and effort to try and help them. They get called shoddy smiths or YouTube blacksmiths, or they're just a bunch of fucking hacks, or, you know, the reputable blacksmith community looks down on us, and I'm trying to get to the reputable blacksmith community, but I ain't never gonna look down on folks. I'd like to change, you know, change that wheel, put a better wheel on there, so it's not like that, you know, because there's a reason a lot of us lower guys have attitudes about certain things, is because of the way they were treated by the older generation of smiths and these days. I'm trying to get up my level, and frankly, unless your name's Roy, Dan Moss, John Switzer, Tim, Rory, those five there are really the only black, and Joey Vandersteeg, you know, but I would consider him a YouTube blacksmith because he doesn't put out as much content as what I would consider YouTube blacksmith. Alex Steele, I just consider him a YouTuber at this point. But those five that I mentioned, those guys are held in esteem above the rest of us. Okay, because their work is worth it. Their work is worthy of being held that way. And the rest of us, we get looked down on because we're YouTube blacksmiths. That's, you know, that's just that. So eventually you get to the point where you no longer want to keep giving free advice to ungrateful people. So my type of advice is too bitter, too honest, except for the folks who follow me closely. So that being said, I won't be going out and answering questions except for my followers that I know their names. If you're just a random follower that you don't ever interact with the community, I'm not going to answer your question anymore. I'm probably going to quit my YouTube channel and just stick straight to Instagram and Facebook and be focusing on my business and my work, because if I keep trying to give my advice that doesn't pay anything to folks, I'm going to piss them off and drive them away from my business that does pay me, because they can't handle the type of advice that I get. I'm 35 years old. I'm not changing the type of advice that I give. It's just too late in my life at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. So if you want to continue following me, Facebook and Instagram. So if I do a giveaway, it's going to be to promote my Instagram page and get my follower count up there, because I don't have to be on camera and talk to you all day. I just post something or whatever if I want to post it, or I can just ignore it. I don't have people sitting there at a certain time on a certain day waiting for me to jump up and come on camera for them and dance like a monkey. It's not out of order on my channel. Everybody here knows that I'm not a huge fan of Alex Steele anymore. I loved Alex Steele back at the Barker Street Forge. You know, back when he was Alex Steele and not a camera monkey. He dances for peanuts in front of a camera. I'm sure that some of you folks will miss my stream, and I'm not saying that I'll never stream again. I'm saying I'm not gonna be scheduling them. If I stream, I stream. You know. What direction am I leaning? Right now I'm leaning to the right, but I can lean to the left if you want me to. No, I'm kidding. No, honestly, I'm at a crossroads right now. My business is doing great, and as of right now, it's honestly an even mix between knives and tools. But my tools have a shorter turnaround time than my knives. You know, people that buy hammers, they don't want to wait 6 weeks on a hammer. They want to wait 2 weeks for a hammer at most. So I find myself putting off knife orders every day that I've already taken, that I've got to work on, to keep filling Etsy orders that keep coming in, because I got to keep up with that flow, or else I'll lose my shop on Etsy. It's kind of a hard thing to figure out, to decide what I want to do. YouTube ain't cutting it. I'm not. I don't have time to edit videos anymore. Uh, I just. I don't. I don't have time to edit videos. If I had somebody to edit my videos for me, that'd be one thing. I could send them in for the videos and have them do the editing and upload it for me. That'd be one thing. But even then, I don't think I can afford that. You know, if somebody charged me like $20 a video to edit it, I could do that. You know, I'd make a video, send them all the clips, they edit it, make it great, and make a video out of it. I would do that. I'd probably start doing it. But as of right now, I do not have time to sit down and edit videos. That's why I switched to nothing but live streams. But even live streams are falling off the deep end. I used to have 50 people in my live streams. I struggle to get 30 now. Um, Not to sound like it's all about money, but as a business, I used to get $100 a pop in live streams. I'm lucky to get 20 now, and everybody knows that I don't get but 70% of that, anyways. So all the numbers keep adding up to, at this point, Ting, you're wasting your time setting aside a time slot every single week for this, because for one, you got a lot of people that think you're an asshole and they're stop watching you. You know, and two, you got work to do that just doesn't need to be done on a live stream. I can't focus on work when I've got a camera in front of me. You see, I screwed up that integral. If I was forging without a camera in front of me, that wouldn't have been shit. I'd have never messed that up. I'd have been able to focus on it. So I think it's kind of rambling, doing the forward side chat at this point with y'all. I don't never do those. I got to talking, turned the forge off, haven't turned it back on. I think I'm just gonna finish talking and then be done. Because there's some things that we all should talk about, right? So let me sit my ass down here on this anvil. Yeah, it's not conducive for live streams doing that though, Lauren. People like interaction whenever they're in your live streams. I know I do. Live streams get boring whenever they don't answer your questions or talk to you, because that's the whole point of a live stream. If I go on a live stream and someone neglects the camera completely, I just leave it. You know. What do you guys think I should do? What's y'all's opinion? I might regret this, but what's y'all's opinion? It is a weird relationship with live streams, and I'm not saying I don't like them, because I do. I wouldn't have done them for this long, you know. But I don't know. It's kind of a catch-22, really, because my business hinges on exposure. You know what I'm saying? It hinges on me keeping myself in the public eye. It really does. But the other side of that sword is someone as brutally honest as me, straightforward, no bullshitter, shouldn't be in the public eye all the time. Because you see how people treat folks that are totally honest and don't mince words and don't kiss ass when they talk to you. They just tell you cut and dry. You see how those people get treated. Not to bring politics into it, but let's look at some of our politicians that are straightforward and honest and says stuff that isn't popular but honest. Look how they get treated. So it's just normal for the world to lash out against people that are opposite of what they feel. You know what I'm saying? do I need a narrator? Someone else to take what I say and put it into more socially acceptable words. I'm perfectly capable of expanding my vocabulary. I'm a pretty intelligent feller. I got a pretty vast vocabulary. I just choose not to use it because I don't see the point in using a $10 word when a $2 word works better. That's common sense. You know what I'm saying? I think I more appeal to the older crowd of Smiths than I do the younger crowd. A lot of the younger crowd want a participation trophy, I guess. If you had to put a classification on it, the younger crowd wants more pats on the back. I don't have anybody. Who the hell's gonna come here and read my chat to me? Bradley doesn't come over no more, and that's nothing between me and him. He's got his own stuff he's got going on, and he's just taking care of him. He's doing what's best for him. So I lost my sidekick out here, you know. So I got to stay relevant in the public eye to stay relevant in my business. And I think I've got I got my eggs in too many baskets right now doing that. And you kiss my ass, Ben. I ain't moving anywhere fucking near Washington. You lost your goddamn mind. It's difficult being conflicted, to be honest with you. I have days like this, you know. Sit down and think about the people that I've met in my forging career. And then I think about the people that I'm no longer talk to in my forging career and the ones that I wish I still did and the ones I'm glad I don't. You know, I don't put all the blame on anybody. A lot of it goes on me. I accept the blame for pushing people away because I realize it's my character, it's my personality that pushes them away. But I'm okay with that. If I was, it wouldn't be who I am. You know, so I definitely don't lose sleep at night over this, guy. So don't think like that. I lose more sleep over figuring out, you know, business side of things, pleasing my customers than I do pleasing my followers. I think of followers and customers two different things. Now, I do have followers that are customers, but I have to treat my customers with a different level of respect than I do my followers because my customers are paying me for a service. So they get total different treatment than my followers. You know, not saying that I kiss their ass, but I bet my customer service voice is better than yours. I know how to sell. I'm a business entrepreneur. I understand that in a business atmosphere it's totally different. Now, that being said, I do realize that my marketing is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and if I want certain type of customers, I have to have a certain type of personality on YouTube, Facebook, etc. Because you attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? You do, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? But some people worry they want every customer, no matter who they are, whether they like them, dislike them. They don't have a problem saying yes to everything. With me, I don't have a problem saying no to everything that you want me to do. Too many people don't know how to say no to orders and stuff like that. So if I was like desperate for sales and desperate to eat tomorrow, and then I would probably be a different person. Desperation, starving does different things to you. It changes you, makes you a totally different person. But I'm not desperate. My personality isn't causing my life to suffer to You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to change it. If that makes sense to you guys, it's till my personality has a negative effect on my life with my family, stops my income, whatever, then we might talk about something that it might be an issue. But as of right now, I'm not changing anything about me. You know, and frankly, trying to please everybody is exhausting. It's really exhausting. You can't please everybody because if you do, you end up unhappy yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're miserable yourself. You never sleep. You never eat. You know, you starve yourself. I didn't eat anything yesterday. Just work, 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 work. I ate last night. I ate two oatmeal cookies last night before I went to bed just because I didn't feel like fucking fixing nothing. I was tired. And then I showered, two oatmeal cookies, slammed them, went to bed. You get into the realm of negative physical effects on you whenever you do that. You know what I'm saying? It's it's exhausting. I already said it. It's exhausting. You know, you can't please everybody, so I'm not going to try to please everybody. I'm going to try to please me and do what I like and please my wife, my family, my children. I'm going to try to please them the best way that I can. You know, and right now, like I said earlier, I feel like I got my eggs in too many different baskets to the point where I'm going to fall and drop them all. And it's kind of weird because they always tell you when you want to do something, don't put all your eggs in one basket because if you drop the basket, you break all your eggs. But if you put each egg in a separate basket and then try to carry all them fucking baskets at once, you're likely to trip and fall and drop them all anyways, right? So I need to take a step back and figure out what's working for me. And with my personality, with who I am, YouTube's not the best place for me to try and build a following. Okay. For one, the YouTubers, like I said, they already have this bad reputation by reputable blacksmiths as hacksmiths that, you know, they're here because of forged in fire. So that's already one strike against me being on YouTube. Number two is between tool sales and knife sales, you get people fucking rushing you constantly. That, you know, you tell them 8 weeks before I start on something. It means 8 weeks, not from the moment I said that, but from the moment you pay me. And even when you say that, people don't catch that. And they say 5 days after they sent you the money, how's my knife looking? Well, it said 8 weeks before I started on it. That's once you send the money and put it into the deposit, it goes in, hits my bank account, then it's 8 weeks. I got to order materials. I have other knives on the works, blah, blah, blah. You know, plus I have to stop in the middle of knives to fill tool orders because my knives, I have 8 to 12 week wait before I even start on a knife if you order a knife from me. But my tools, you order that from Etsy and it has to be done within 2 weeks to 3 weeks and out the door to you. So to accomplish that, even if I'm in the middle of 3 knives that got to go out tomorrow, I have to stop and make those tools that have to go out tomorrow first. And I'll explain that not because the tools are more important than the knives, but because the people that come to me buy knives are all point of sale. They're personal interactions. They message me. We set up a plan. We talk about their knife. We figure out what they want. You know, I have them do their research. Wait a minute. What? Holy goddamn, Ben. I'm going to have to talk to you about that. Thank you. You shouldn't have, but thank you. That's why I love you, brother. That's why I'll always be your brother. But no, whenever I do a personal sale with a knife, it's not through a website. They don't go and pick out an order and go through terms and conditions on a website that I've, signed up for. Like I say that I will meet my scheduled ship by dates and my processing times. And if I break those processing times and people complain, they will shut my shop down. And that cuts off a huge part of my income, a huge part. The majority of my income comes from Etsy. Um, so I so I do my personal sales on PayPal through PayPal invoice. It's all legit. Um, you get an invoice, you're protected through PayPal. It's not like you send it friends and family. I pay the fee, and it's not like you just send me money to pay for it after a conversation. I write up an invoice through PayPal invoice and send it to you. It's itemized, taxes, everything. It's everything you need for your taxes. If you want to claim that kind of expenditure on your taxes or whatever, it's all legit. It comes with all the PayPal protection you could possibly ask for. Plus, it protects me. It includes all your warranty, everything. It goes through PayPal. And but by doing that, it gives me an opportunity to sit down and talk with a customer before they just pay for something. And it gives me a time to let them know my deadlines and let them know the situations with Etsy. I do have a tool shop that I run. That if tool orders keep coming in, I will have to stop. And just because I said it's 8-12 weeks before I start on your knife, it might be 12 to 16 before I start on your knife. And I will keep you up to date on it. I will keep you posted every step of the way. If things get pushed back because of tool orders, because like I said, I can't have my Etsy shop shut down. You understand that? So I treat knives like a side job. I tell them that, it takes time. They're custom commission knives. They're one of a kind. You know, I give you everything you need to know. Prices, types of materials I can acquire, types of materials I work with, types of blades I make, custom alterations to blades and stuff like that. Fixing, I go through all that. It's a very lengthy process when I sell a knife to someone. It's not just, hey, I want to buy a knife. All right, what kind do you want? 100. All right, they're this much. I'm going to make it like I want, and you don't have any. It's not like that. It's normally a 2-3 day process, sometimes longer, sometimes weeks process, because some people want high-end knives and really custom, nice, fancy shit on their knives, and that's totally doable. But whenever somebody comes to me like that, I let them know there's an infinite amount of options out there. And when you're going to spend this kind of money on a knife, I want you to get what you want. So I'm going to give you a list of all kinds of different shit you can pick that I'm willing to work with to make that happen. And you're going to sit down and you're going to go through all of them. You got questions, you're going to shoot them back at me, and I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability. I'm going to make sure you understand every part of your knife, what a choil is, what a ricasso is, what a dab fuller, what a secondary bevel, different types of grinds. Different types of handles, what knives are better for what. We're going to go through all that shit when you order a knife from me, because the vast majority of people who buy custom knives for their first time don't have a damn clue what kind of knife they really need. They like knives. Like, they'll say, hey, I want a Bowie knife. What are you going to use it for? It's going to be a hunting knife. Well, you don't want a fucking Bowie knife for hunting. A Bowie knife's a fighting knife. You want a hunting knife for hunting. So you got to explain that to them. It's a long, drawn-out process, and it builds rapport between you and your customer. You know what I mean? It builds a relationship between you. It lets them know that you care about what they're ordering enough to explain it to them, to make sure they understand it and are totally happy before they give you that big, fat fucking payment. You know what I'm saying? It helps to do that. And once you build that relationship, it helps them be more understanding of your time frame. It gives them a more realistic view of you, that you are a human. You do have real world constraints on what you do as a business. You do have COVID fucking up your shipments right now. You do have people that are in front of others that you're working on their orders first, that come first. You do have a family. You do have kids. You do have shit that happens to cause you to miss work. You do have, you're an artist. Most artists have dealt or do deal with depression and shit days where they get up and they just don't have the motivation to even fucking make a cup of coffee that morning. And they still get up and do it, but when they do that, everything's slow and it pushes everything back. So when you deal with people like me and makers like us, understand we're artists. We work from our home or from our own shop. We don't work for a company. You know what I'm saying? We have lives that really, really, really impact our day-to-day job. Okay. And once you have that kind of conversation, build that kind of relationship with your customer base, it makes things easier to understand, acceptable. Delays are more acceptable. With Etsy, you're just the guy they don't even know who you are unless it's one of you guys that went to my Etsy shop to order something, which you shouldn't unless you talk to me first because you get a discount. If you go to Etsy, I'm just a number on a screen. I'm just a listing on a screen of 100 other listings, and you like my listing better. You're like, okay, here's his stipulations, process time, boom, boom, boom. I can send this money right now. Etsy's going to back me if he breaks the price, blah, blah, blah. I do not have to be accepting of his real world problem because I went to a business to buy that. I didn't go to a person and just make a personal purchase from them from person to person. I went through a business platform online, so they have terms of services that their makers have to adhere to for their customers because Etsy serves the maker and the customer. They have two different branches that they have to take care of and be fair to. So they don't have time to worry about your personal problems in the real world. You're a businessman. Keep business and pleasure separate. Keep business and real world separate. So it's a lot harder to extend something due to something happening on Etsy. You get one time to extend the processing, the ship by date. You get one time to push it out, and then after that, they can file a claim. You know, I've had knife orders where I've had to push the process date out 3 different times, because the damn knife cracking the heat treat 2 different times. You know, shit happens. You know, welds come unlaminated right down the center. Things like shit happens that you have no control over. So I keep those sales separate from Etsy. The things that go on Etsy are tools and shit like that, where I'm not going to have any kind of issues in the heat treat. I'm not going to have to worry about that. I've got everything. Everything's just cut and dry. It's a process. Do it. Get it out the door. Knives, a whole lot more shit can go wrong with making knives, so it causes shit to get pushed out further and further sometimes. And I've had customers like that I've had to push them out 3 times, and every single time they're totally understanding. And as soon as they get their knife, they post up a review like that. It was amazing. I love the process. Blah blah blah. You know, because I've built a relationship with them before I took their money. On Etsy, I don't have the opportunity to do that. They get to read my about me, and that's it. So I have to treat them separately. I'm not saying Etsy is more important to me, but I just have to approach Etsy differently. So between Etsy and PayPal, that's enough to carry in baskets right there. You know, now I've got Instagram and Facebook, my marketing, and I've got YouTube. YouTube, I think, is more detrimental for me than helpful, because as a business, I have to be willing to be accepting of everyone and what they want. I have to have a professional, always, you know, sugar-coated, ting approach to everything to make sales, to bring in customers. You know what I'm saying? I have to do that on YouTube. I have to have a different attitude. I can't type it out and let them infer. You know, they actually get my tone of voice and all that stuff. On Facebook and Instagram, I can post pictures of the process, type out a little cool caption or whatever, some hashtags to grab people's attention, and they're following my work. They're not following my personality. So I think that will help separate me and my personality from business if I take YouTube out, where I don't have people following my personality. They're not watching me on camera. They're more following my work. All they see is the pictures. They see the pictures. They see what I write to promote my pictures, and that's it. If they like it, they hit the heart. They can send it to a friend, whatever. You know, I don't have to worry about me saying something that someone doesn't like in a different tone than they like, costing me a sale. You understand where I'm coming from there? I let them decide to follow me by my pictures and my work. Let it speak for itself. So I think I'm gonna focus harder on that. And all this long forward side check came from trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do with the Bowie knife. Let me go back and read some long comments. That's right, Main Mouse. As a maker, we doubt ourselves so hard that we don't like to send the shit out. But in reality, if we sent it out, that it would get rave reviews because the quality of the work's really immaculate. It's just we made it, so we know everything about it. Yep. Since you just do work every day than it is to deal with customers and paperwork 24/7. And that's honestly why I got into blacksmithing full time. It was a hobby for for a few years before I went full time, and but I went into it full time because I got tired of dealing with customers and the headaches of the paperwork constantly with the fence business. Wiley, we'll see you, brother. I don't have anything to hand sand right now. And it's Sunday. I'm not hand sanding today. You need to shave your tattoo. I'm gonna shave your fucking beard off. You keep on. That will bring me to Washington. You keep talking shit about me and me shaving my beard, being I will get a plane ticket to Washington and stuff your half ass in a duffel bag, take you down to the barber shop, tie you and your 1.5 arm ass to that chair and shave your whole fucking body. And then go buy you a beard. Yeah, we did talk about it too while I was getting my tattoo. Ben was sitting right there beside me saying, if you ever fucking shave your beard, you're going to have to cut your tattoo off, right? Ben would love to have me up there. If I told Ben right now that I'm going and buying a plane ticket and I'm flying to his house this afternoon, I guarantee you I would have a bed at that man's house when I got there. That's just because Ben's that kind of man. Ben is just a phenomenal person. We talk shit to each other constantly. And generally, the people that I talk shit to the most like that are people that I really like the most because they can handle it. They're fun. They don't get offended by a funny joke. It, we need more people like Ben. Take the gummy with you. He probably won't let me in the house if I bring the gummy. I didn't say I'd get to sleep in his bed. I just said he'd have a bed for me. He's good people, you know. He's good people, He's. I kind of, I wish it would have been his ass that moved across the country instead of the other fucking guy. Why couldn't it be you, Ben? Oh, I got a cuddle buddy. She's pretty hot too. Nah, I don't need I don't need sympathy, guys. You got me mistaken if you think I'm the kind that needs sympathy. I I'm more in my own head right now trying to figure this all out, and the only reason I'm telling y'all is because I care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just I do care about y'all because you guys have supported me through all of it. You guys have been there for a long time, and I think it's only fair to let y'all know what's going through my head and how I'm feeling about everything because you guys have brought me to where I am. You know, so I don't take it lightly by saying it. I want to be done with YouTube. That's not an easy decision to make. Frankly, it's one I've been mulling over for a year. It's been a big question in my mind ever since I stopped editing videos. Is it really worth it to keep on YouTube, especially considering that so many people on the social media platform dislike me at this point, either through interactions or either through what they've heard from other people, or interactions with me where they didn't get exactly what they were expecting out of Ting Ting when they asked them for advice. Um, you can't say that I've ever just blatantly went and attacked somebody on Facebook for no fucking reason. That's not me, and if you do, you're a liar. And I don't mind telling you to your face you're a liar because that's not who I am. I don't attack people. I do defend myself, and I'm pretty goddamn forceful when I defend myself too. So sure, some people may see that as attack. I guess you can't see it as attacking then, because I go on the offensive when you piss me off, when you disrespect me, or you get rude with me. I don't sit back and let you keep berating me. I go on the offensive and do my best to piss you off. So I will say that. Ben doesn't need validation. Ben got his validation with that front flip. Yes, that's called a counterattack. And a lot of people, they hide their snobby ass comments in a tactful retort where they were being snide as shit or condescending, but sugarcoated it and tried to make it a humorous dig at you. Well, I don't fire back with those. I don't fire back with, quick witty one-liners and shit. Whenever you send that to me, I'm not stupid. I can totally read between the lines. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I can read between the lines when you send those at me. And I'm just gonna fire back at you. Like Lauren, that's a counterattack. I'm not one to start nothing, but motherfucker, I'll tell you now, I'm one to finish it with you. You ever want to step up, you'll find out. It is perfectly reasonable. I hate passive. Yes, I can't stand a passive aggressive person. You're a fucking douchebag. You're passive aggressive because you're waiting on someone else to respond to you so they can be the bad guy. And I'm your motherfucking Huckleberry. I'll be your bad guy. I don't care what you think about me. If you want to be a passive aggressive asshole to me, I can be one back, but I'm not going to be passive about it at all. I'm just going to be aggressive. And that's built me a reputation to where a lot of people don't like me. And the front flip. I'm not scared to poke a sleeping bear. Just poke him hard. Just poke him real hard. Make him think twice when he gets up. That's all I can tell you if you're going to poke a bear. At the end of the day, guys, I wake up every day looking for something to smile about, something to happy about. But in the world we live in today, there's not enough of that to be smiling and happy about. You really got to search for shit to be happy about these days. Blacksmith was my happy place. Blacksmithing was my peace, my freedom, my release. And I think putting myself too much in the public eye has tarnished that for me. It's like you guys say, I got to do what's best for me and focus. And I think if I get out of the public eye so much on video, just stay with the Instagram and Facebook, I think that give it some time. Maybe things will change. Maybe things will ease up. I doubt it. I don't think the world's going to go back to being a little tougher than it is. So I just think stepping out of the light for a little bit is probably the best thing for old Team. I hope it doesn't adversely impact my business, and we'll have to wait and see. But I do have things in the works, things I haven't really mentioned to anybody yet. I think it's time to mention it. Another good reason why I'm not doing scheduled live streams anymore on Sundays is this year, so far as we know, the Renaissance Fair is still open and running. The gentleman that is taking over the blacksmith shop, Josh Weston, is on Forged and Fire twice, I believe. He worked last year with Brock Martin. He was also on Forged and Fire, the big stalky guy from Hickory, North Carolina that dressed like an elf in chainmail. That made an awesome sword, really, really fantastic smith. He dressed in his, looked like Zelda garb for his episode. Had the real bulky buff dude in a green Zelda vest. Had the damn shoes and everything. I mean, he went to the nines with it. It looked awesome. It was great. But that's our local blacksmith at the Renaissance Fair. And he's been doing it for several years. And last year was his last year. It was a transition year. Another Forged and Fire alumni, Josh, has finally gotten the clearance for his bladesmithing. He's got a pop-up knife shop business that he has started and finally got everything he needs, approval for all of it. And he's starting it at different states. He's got one he's opening in Michigan, one in Pennsylvania, and they're going to be opening. They have their knife shops, but they're going to be working the Renaissance fairs as well. So he has his own business there, but when the Renaissance fair comes around, his smiths go and work the fair. They're there on the weekends, and then throughout the week when they're not doing orders, they're making stock for the Renaissance fair. Take there on the weekends, and I have been hired by them as one of their smiths for the North Carolina Renaissance Fair. We'll be helping. It's a forging experience, a Viking forging experience is what it's called. You can go to the Ren Fair, and you can go to the blacksmith shop, and you can, there's different levels. You can make a Viking rune necklace. You actually get to make it. You'll work with me or one of the other 3 smiths. There's going to be 4 smiths there. You work with one of us, and sometimes it'll be up to 3 or 4 people with one smith. You can either make a rune. I'm gonna teach you how to work. It's a quick process, you know. So I'm gonna kind of get you started and then let you go from there, and then tweak it and then give it back. You know, it's not so much you're gonna forge every bit of it, but you're gonna get enough experience in it to where it's a forging experience, you know. And it's a quick turnaround. The faster you can do it, the more money the shop makes, obviously. And you make runes, spike knives, daggers, you know, Celtic crosses, trolls crosses, things like that. There's like 5 different things you can make in this experience, and I'll be the smith, one of the smiths you'll be working with. And it's a pretty cool gig, you know. It pays pretty good. I'm not getting into it for the money. I'm getting into it for the exposure and the experience, because it's my goal to work the Renaissance Fair. Always has been, you know. And there's several of them around. I'm not saying I'm trying to take the Renaissance Fair from him, because he's just got in there, you know. But if I work for him for however long he's there, and then he decides he's done with the Renaissance Fair and wants to pass it on, then I may have the opportunity to put my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the experience I need to work a Renaissance Fair. And that's why he went and worked last year with Brock, was to get his experience of what he would need for the Ren Fair. Because if you work the blacksmith shop at a Renaissance Fair, you're never allowed to sell out a product. And what that means is they don't put a cap on how much you could sell during the day. What they do is they tell you you have to come with enough product to never sell out. That means you have to keep product constantly. You can't have customers coming to your booth wanting something saying, sorry, we don't have any more of those, we're out. They don't want a blacksmith that has that issue, that's not able to keep up with demand, because the blacksmith shop is one of the most popular shops at the Renaissance Fair. They want a blacksmith that can keep up with product. So you have to work throughout the week and months before preparing product to get ready, and you have to keep making product while you're there working. If you don't have somebody there doing the forging experience, you're making more product for your shop. And so it's a great gig, but a lot of folks have also said it can be overwhelming at times unless you do it exactly right. And I think that's where Brock's gotten. He's not overwhelmed, but he's just popular enough to where he has his own knife shop, and he does classes and does enough business to where he doesn't really have the time to invest in all that product for the Renaissance Fair plus his knife shop. So that's why I think he turned it over and decided to step away and let Josh come in and take over. And I'm sure once Josh, because Renaissance Fairs really are a stepping stone in a smith's career. Live demos and forging experiences and stuff like that, fairs. It's a real stepping stone in a smith's career. It helps build notoriety. It helps build a customer base. It helps give you exposure. It helps expose your craft to people that didn't even know there's people still do it. You know, people go to these fairs, for these old country fairs. They go to eat funnel cakes and bounce on bouncy houses, hay rides, country music songs, or you know, bluegrass bands, or the fresh honey, or to see the wood carvers, or you know, all these cool things, Civil War reenactments. They go to all these things to watch this stuff, and they don't realize there's actually a blacksmith that's working at this place. And then when they say, they're like, holy shit, there's really blacksmiths still around? Because a lot of people don't watch Forging Fire. We can't expect everybody to know that there's really modern blacksmiths out there. So they go and they see that. Boom. You're going to get their attention, especially if you got a good don't take a Vulcan to a fucking demo. I tell you that now. You won't get any noticing from Vulcan is so quiet. You want to take something that rings. Take a loud ringing anvil, and you're gonna get a lot of people coming around you, and it's gonna help build you up as a blacksmith. It's gonna give you confidence because people are watching you work and telling you how cool it is, and it's gonna make you feel good about yourself because they don't know what's great and what's not when it comes to forging all the time, but they think it's fucking cool that you're moving metal with a hammer and fire, and they're going to tell you that. And those are the real self-esteem builders. They're not there kissing your ass. They're genuinely amazed by your skills because they're not a blacksmith. They are amazed by it. So it is amazing to them. So that's something pretty cool. And also, like I said, it builds the client base. But once you get a certain amount of customers that are repeat customers buying stuff from you, ordering stuff, need this, fix this, I got this, I want to do this, or I need a gift for this. And, a lot of customers come back time and time again. You get enough of those, you get to a point where that Renaissance fair is no longer viable for your business. It's holding you back. So you have to step away from it. It's why it's called a stepping stone. It's an awesome gig, but if you get popular enough from that, you won't need that anymore to continue to pay your bills, to continue to do what you love. So you use that as a stepping stone, and that's what I'm thinking. Josh should have 5, 6, 7 years in it. He'll get to the point where his knife shops are so popular that people are coming in from the community to his knife shops instead of waiting for the Renaissance fair. And he'll get to the point where he's so busy that he may pass it on to another smith later. Hopefully, I'll have my foot in the door, enough experience at that time, and I'll be willing to do that because it's something I've wanted to do. And it's cool too because they allow you to make 10 items of your own and bring it to sell at the fair every week. You can bring 10 items a week from your shop that you make and put them up there for sale. You get tips, plus they pay you. Yes, you have to be in costume. You have to dress in appropriate garb, which isn't bad. They have a company uniform that is period garb correct, that all the smiths will wear the same. It's like a uniform, but it's from the 1600s, 1500s. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be linen and things like that. But everybody's going to have the same thing, and it's going to be the mom and pop knife shop deals. The pop-up knife shop deals uniforms, so you'll know which ones. Everybody there, you'll know who the smiths are. So, but yeah, you have to be in themed garb. Chewy, I know that, brother. Wayne, I actually, not next. 2 weeks after the weekend of the 4th. I'm getting ready. I'm going to be posting that today. Reopening knife classes. It's going to be a 2-day class. You're going to do some forging on the first day and rough grind and heat treat. The second day, we'll do fit and finish, handle, things like that. And I'm trying to determine if I wanted to make it open for 2 people or just 1 person. 2 people. I would like to do 2 people, but I only got 1 grinder, and it's hard to make 1 person stand there and watch the other person grind. But at the same time, I also find that watching someone grind a little bit will actually give you a head start. So I haven't decided yet if it's going to be open to 1 or 2 people. My last classes were 2 people, but they were forged to finish blacksmith knives. There was no grinding on them. It was a 1-day class, 8 hours, forged to finish. They forged some blacksmith knives, forged them all the way down to finished thickness, and I just ground a secondary bevel on for them to sharpen it. And they were razor sharp. They came out great. But the class that I'm going to offer is going to be a knife making class where you actually put handle scales on your knife. It's not going to be a hidden tang. It's going to be a full tang knife. Start out easier. Hidden tangs are a little more difficult. So Wayne, if you're interested, send me a message on Facebook. You ain't seen me on YouTube yet, man? Or not YouTube, Forged in Fire yet? Yeah, that White North Forge and Prairie. I think that's what I'm going to try and do is move away from YouTube and market myself in a different manner to take my personality out of it more and let my work do more of my advertising for me than my personality, because my personality won't sell me shit apparently, from what people think that I'm toxic and bitter all the time. And I'm sure this stream here didn't help with people thinking I'm bitter, but I don't fucking care. Oh, I don't know if anybody's told you, but it's rough sitting on an anvil for an hour. It makes your ass hurt. Chewy, you messaged me on Facebook. You guys let it be known. Anybody wants help from Ting Ting, you're going to message me. I'm not going to seek you out. You want my help to answer a question, you're going to come and ask me that question that way. If you get fucking mad at my answer, I can just say you shouldn't have fucking asked me. That's how I do it. Stop sitting on the horn, you perv. Yeah, that's a big old fat horn, too. Look how big that fucker. It's not like a hay butt. Oh, God. All right. Last smoke, guys, and I'm done. Done ranting. I managed to keep an actual decent audience today, even through the rant. I'm surprised. I don't do many of the Forge side chats, so I guess it's time for one. So I can let it be known. And that's so I said earlier about my issue with the Quad Squad, guys. Don't read into that any more than not what it is already. There's a reason I haven't brought it up. Because it's just not an appropriate thing, you know. So don't come asking me about it. It's in the past. I just brought it up this morning to shed a little light on why I was pissed off about the comment that Yamez made on his live stream. So please don't come to me wanting information on why I'm not part of the Quad Squad anymore. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It'll change your opinion on a lot of shit if you do. And I'd just rather not be that guy. I'd rather let them do it themselves. I'd rather let them shoot themselves in the foot. Thanks, man. I hate you too. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate the 2 pounds, man. Awesome. Yeah, Ben knows everything about it because he's part of the squad. He knows. It's a long story, so it's best left not even talked about. So I'm sorry I mentioned it earlier, but I just want to make it clear. Don't fucking approach me asking me about it, because you're not gonna like the answer you get. But it does have a lot to do with why I said I wasn't going to be at Quad State. It does have a lot to do with why I wasn't at the Bloom this past weekend. It has a lot to do with all that. I don't know if it's going to be it for a while, Metal Man. Like I said, it won't be. I won't have any more scheduled streams. So, if you want to follow my streams more, you better hit the damn button to follow me and turn on notifications, because I'm not going to give any advance warning. I'm just going to go live, and who joins is whoever joins. If not, oh well. I hate to do that, but I can't take the time to schedule live streams anymore. What's up, boys?
Hey, Dad.
What are y'all doing?
We were playing outside.
Come on over here and say hey to the camera, guys. Matt, come here, buddy.
What is this?
I got the camera. You guys say hey.
Hey.
Here's my boys here. Tyler's the older, the bigger one. Matt's the little baby with the Mickey Mouse. That's my boys right there. What's up, dudes? Ah, that's right.
It's really hot out here.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
It's like 90 degrees.
No, Henry, it's not a bad time. No, I am not coming to Quad State. Quad State has been canceled. They're still doing Quad State with the Quad Squad over at John's place, but I'm not welcome, so I'm not going. Plus, I'll be working, like I just said, the Renaissance Fair is the reason why my balloon was canceled. I had plans to do balloon at the fairgrounds. I will be back at Quad State, but not this year. If I still work for the Renaissance Fair next year, I won't be back. It all hinges on the Renaissance Fair. Uh, glad they said they're glad you don't look like me. And one of them's got a mohawk. I gave him a mohawk. The little one looks like me. My little bear right there, Matt, that's my boy. He looks just like me. What y'all talking about? He looks just like me. But no, if I do come back to Quad State, I'll be staying at the fairgrounds. I won't be at the coffee grounds. I'm not welcome there, so I won't be there. I do have plans to do a balloon. And frankly, since I'm not going to Quad State, I'm probably going to be scheduling I've met Matt. I don't care if you're kidding or not, brother. I take it as kidding. People tell me all the time. Hell, I tell my friends all the time that too. If you don't tell your friends, if you don't bust your guy friends that balls about their kids not looking like them, is he really your friend? I thought, yeah, it's a running joke, and I'm totally okay with it. But no, I'm thinking about planning a hammer in here. How many people would be willing to come to Ting's place and do a hammer in at Ting's place? You know, November. Can't do it in the fall. If I do, I can do it, but it'll have to be before a certain point in September, because September is when the Ren Fair starts. So, and I'd like to do it before then, but I'm forewarning you guys now. It's hot as fuck here in August and September, and you ain't gonna want to camp out here in August and September. It's not gonna be enjoyable at all. I'd much rather wait till November. Ren Fair ends second week of November. So, yeah, my boys are gonna be Smiths. I'll show you one of them's anvil right now. You're gonna see my oldest boy's anvil right there. That's my oldest boy's anvil and stand right there. That was a gift from James Duncan over at Sprinkle Donut Fords. One hell of a guy there. Yeah, it's a damn good thing I don't look like you either, Dad. Yeah, you're a few thousand miles away, Mouse. Oh, you're trying to get a Ford to your own setup, Richard. Awesome. Get it set up, man. Get it set up. Interested to see what you do. Yeah, I think you want a tool class, Wayne? Or do you want a metal? Or do you want a knife class? What kind of class are you asking? You want a tool class? I can do a tool class for you. What kind of tool you want to make? Richard, where are you located at, buddy? I can get you an anvil pretty cheap. Where are you located? Dude, if you have a buddy in Cherryville, you can stay in Cherryville. You're only 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes from me. Cherryville's 25 minutes down the road from me. You're in Cincinnati, Ohio. Would you be willing to drive to North Carolina for a cheap anvil? Chewy. Where are you at, Chewy? I'm in North Carolina. Price is cheap. Matter of fact, it's a replica of this. Half the size though. Stop all that banging while I'm talking, boys. It's exactly like this. It even has the same spot on it, just like this. But it's a 100-pounder instead of 200 pounds. Same exact condition. Everything's perfect condition on it except for that one spot there. Yeah, I got ants. Well, let me talk to my brother-in-law, or my cousin-in-law, I should say, not brother-in-law, cousin-in-law. My cousin-in-law, this company fixes up houses and sells them. And they go in and they clean them out. And they can keep whatever's in the house. Well, he messaged me last week a picture of a 100-pound anvil that they found that's in perfect condition. He says, "You got any use for this?" I said, "Hell yeah, I got a use for that. It's an anvil, ain't it?" I said, "How much you want for it?" Gave it to me. Didn't charge me nothing for it. Wouldn't sell it to me. I gotta go pick it up from my aunt. Supposed to be taking it over there today, I think. Gave it to me. No, it's mine. It's not his. It's mine. And old Richard Edwards, cousin-in-law. It's a guy that married my blood cousin. He's my cousin by marriage. He's a cousin-in-law. Same as a brother-in-law, except they didn't marry my sister. They married my cousin. It's my first cousin, my blood. It's my mom's sister's daughter. We're like brother and sister. My cousin-in-law. Anybody that marries into your family is an in-law, whether it's a cousin, a grandma, a father, a brother, nephew. It's an in-law. They're married into your family. They're part of your family by marriage. By in-law, they are family. So, anytime somebody follows something up with in-law, it means they're part of their family by marriage. But anyways, he gave me the anvil. Y'all know how Ting Ting is. I don't sell shit that people give him. I'm not that kind of person. But everybody knows who Richard Edwards is. Richard Edwards is a huge supporter of this channel. He's given tons and tons of big super chats. He's given more than enough support to this channel to warrant paying for an anvil. So I'll tell you this, Richard. If you drive your ass down here, you can have it. Free of charge. We'll even make a hammer on it with you before you go home. Just because that's one way I can give back to the community that has done a lot for me. You have given so many super chats, donations, bought into so many raffles and stuff like that without any kind of thought of reward. I think it's only fair that you're setting up a shop. You need an anvil. I just happen to have a perfectly good anvil given to me for free, and you're only about 8 hours away. If you drive down here, throw up a tent, camp out for the night, you can have the anvil. Everybody heard it. It's on camera. You can have it. I'm not going to sell it to you. I'm going to give it to you. And maybe, just maybe, that'll impart a little bit of Ting Ting love into some of your work later on down the road. I don't really consider that being a gin. I just consider it being a decent person, because I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be known as the guy that took something that his brother-in-law gave him for free that he could have sold to him. Hey, hell no. You hit that again, boy, and I'll pop your ass. You understand me? You break my grindstone with that hammer and I will whoop your ass. Bottom line. Okay. But I'm not the type of person that wants to sell something that someone gave it to him for free. You know what I'm saying? It's just not decent. You're not a decent person. I'm not going to capitalize on someone else's good, kind heart. That's just not who I am. I mean, I could be an asshole and secretly sell it, make me some money. Nobody ever fucking know. I would know, and it's not in my heart to do people like that. I would lose sleep over that. So if it's not going on a stand here in my shop like it was going to, I've already got a second anvil. I can't say that I have to have another anvil for classes. Another anvil for classes would make things amazingly simple and better. But when you got people like Richard that give so much to the community that are in need of something like that, and you have the ability to give back to the community, do it. So it's yours, brother. It's yours. Tell you what, 2 weeks after the 4th, come down. Is that good? Good for you? 2 weekends after the 4th. That would, I don't know what date it is, but that'd be a weekend that I'm off. And see if we can get Wayne up here too. And we'll do some tool making on the anvil. How's that? Because Wayne's wanting to come up too. He lives right down the road in Gastonia. He's not far away. He's down in Gaston County. So 2 weeks from today, if you can get down here, or yeah, 3 weeks from now, 3 weekends from now. That's right. Not this coming weekend, but 2 weekends after this coming weekend. My wife's off this weekend, this coming weekend. She'll work the next weekend, and then she'll be off the weekend after that. I'm not worried about that wasp, buddy. I got some bug spray over here to get rid of him if he comes too close. He won't eat much. 2 weeks after the 4th is a date. You hear that, Wayne? That weekend. And come up Friday if you want to come Friday, or come Saturday, spend Saturday night. I don't care. You can camp the whole weekend for all I care. I don't give a damn. But yeah, more the merrier. If you're okay with camp, I'm not camping out with you though. I'm gonna sleep inside the air condition. No offense to y'all. I don't know you guys personally, so you're not coming in my house. You come in, use the bathroom, shit like that. You're not sleeping inside. You know, I'll cook and all the whole 9 yards. And if you're scared of getting the meat sweats, you probably want to pack your own lunch, because when I cook, I cook. You want tongue help? All right. Tongue help. Ben lives 3,000 miles away or more. I don't think it's that easy for Ben to just join us. You don't got a duck, boy. Why are you ducking? You hiding? Now you got your brother ducking. You're a duck? Quack, 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 quack. Are you a duck? Mandate. Lauren. Oh, Lauren. Sorry. That was just funny. What are you guys doing? You guys just out here hanging out with Pop? Huh? Yeah. So we got Richard and Wayne coming up next week or two on the 18th. Can I put that on my calendar, guys? If that's the case, I'm not going to sell a class for that weekend. I'm just going to have you guys up. Yeah, I doubt there's many people in the UK like me, Gordon. No offense, but you guys are all, if you know what that means. I'm sure there are some folks over there, but I bet they get tagged as Credence just like I do. The majority of people I talk to over from the UK think I'm a racist fucking asshole because I live in America and I'm white. They don't have a fucking clue. Where's your mom from, Tyler?
My mom?
Yeah. What country?
Amazon.
The Amazon jungle. Brazil. The country you're from is Brazil. Well, he insult me. Gordon, I said no offense before, and then I said, but it should have made you feel better. I said no offense, but what? Everything before the but didn't matter when I said that shit. God damn, I did say no offense, but that just proves my point. Nothing before the but fucking matters. Oh, I should have said it like that. Nothing before the but effing matters, yeah. Nothing that you say before the but matters. You know what's coming. I just gave you a prime example of why nothing before but matters. Weekend of July 18th. That's awesome. Pinky finger is an insult? Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. I'm not insulting you, but take it out and put that down before you break your toes. I'll elaborate on what this means, guys. Pinkies out means you're super PC. You're super scared to hurt someone's feelings. You're super scared to be honest and in fear of not having the popular opinion. Oh no, I gotta walk around that little puddle instead of right through it. You're scared to get dirty. You're scared of sweat. You're scared of hard work. You're scared of being rough and tumble. You're not pinkies out. When I say pinkies out, I'm technically pinkies out only because I have cut the ligaments in my finger were cut in half and I can't bend my pinky. So when I drink, this pinky is out. You know, it's always out like that because I can't bend the pinky in without doing it on its own. See the scar? I don't know if you can see the scar down the side of my finger, all the way down. My finger was split in half like a hot dog. But anyways, the ligament screwed up. Pinkies out means that you're just, another term for it, yuppie. You got a taste for the finer things in life, and you're too above this redneck shit that I do. That's what pinkies out means to me. And from my experience, a lot of the folks over in the UK that talk to me treat me like a dumb redneck, and that tells me they're pinkies out. I can't stand wet socks either, Spencer. That's why, as a man, I wear waterproof fucking boots. I wear waterproof boots for that reason.
Isn't your sole on your boot still split?
Yep. Oh, you can afford waterproof boots. They sell waterproof boots at Walmart for $40 a pair. You don't have to have high-end boots. But I'm not judging nobody for what the boots are. I don't care if you wear flip-flops. I'm not saying you're a bad person because of that or a worthless person. I'm just saying as a working man that works his ass off outside, outdoors. So every working man I know that works their ass off outside physically wears work boots, and they're all waterproof. Posh. Yes, everybody has a different term for pinkies out in their country. What I call pinkies out is someone who's thinks they're above me, better than me. Well, Spencer, you telling me you don't have any work boots? That's a travesty, brother, and I think we should fix that. Every blacksmith needs work boots. Every blacksmith needs them. I think we need to work on that for old Spencer. You're still in school, ain't you, Spencer? You're still a student, right, Spencer? Getting that education. College is shut down, but yes. So that means that, correct me if I'm wrong, as a college student, I'm not sitting here assuming that your parents pay for everything for you. So that being said, if you do have a job, I imagine that your income goes a lot to your school, right? It goes a lot to your education, between books, school supplies, tuition, maybe something like that, right? Am I wrong there? A lot of your money goes to all that, right? Right, Spencer? And you still are a hobby blacksmith, correct? You still want to pursue blacksmithing because you enjoy it, right? Oh, you got that's even freaking better, dude. You got a fucking brainiac in here. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm proud of you for that. You got your scholarship. But that being said, you got a scholarship. That doesn't mean all your school supplies, your food, your housing, anything that you need for college, your school's paid for. But all the other shit you got to pay for, right? I'm in a giving mood today. I'm gonna make a raffle knife, guys, and part of the proceeds from that, I'm gonna buy Spencer a good pair of steel-toed boots. You up for that, Spencer? We got a college man in here. Can't afford steel-toed boots, but he's doing what's right by his life, and he's going to college, getting his education. He's on the right track. He's not veering off. He's not a shit bag blowing money on useless shit. He's got his head on straight and still struggling to get him a good pair of boots. So I'm gonna make a raffle knife, and it's not gonna be an expensive one. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a real elaborate knife. It's gonna be one that I can make enough money to cover my cost of materials and afford to buy him a good pair of boots. Something I can, bring in a total of $300, $400 on, and send him enough to go get him a good $200, $300 pair of work boots. It's gonna last him a long time. And I promise you, Spencer, the first time you put on a damn good pair of work boots, you will never, ever, ever go back to cheap shoes on your feet while you're working again. It'll change your life, brother. No, I'm not, Richard. I'm not doing another stream next week. My wife is off next week, and I'm going to spend time with my family. Ben, I don't buy you shit because you work for the city up in fucking Washington, man. You got good money. You make a damn good living. You're the boss for them. You're their boss. You can afford your own goddamn boots. They buy them for you. You got a damn good job. Yes, later, Richard. Don't forget. Put it on your calendar. I know you got it on your calendar. Get with me on Facebook. I'll get you my address and everything. And we'll get everything set up. I'll have wood collected. We'll have us a fire. Don't be afraid of a good cold drink or anything else. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a party pooper. I like to enjoy myself after I'm done working. So if that offends you, then maybe we should just meet somewhere to give you the animal. But if you're okay with letting me be me at my home and you be you while you're at my home and not taking any judgment for whatever it is, come on, brother.
Now, what are all of these?
Those are hammer plugs. These come out of the center of a billet when I punch out a hammer eye. Like when I make these, the hole in the center, that's what comes out of that hole when I punch the hole. Bring your hammers too. Good deal, Richard. As long as you're good with an adult beverage or two. And I'm not saying I like to get drunk. I'm not saying that. But
Thank you.
just saying, there are some people that don't want to be around folks that drink or anything like that in their free time. And if you're that person, I'm not the person for you. Send my address to your email. Will do. I'll do it. I'll send my address to your email. So, I guess I'll go ahead and get a post up and start on a raffle knife, and folks want to get in on it. You can get in on it. And I'll send a large portion of that to Spencer so you can get him a good pair of boots. But, all right, guys. It's been 2 hours. I've ran my mouth with you guys for long enough. I think my son's wanting to bang on some stuff now. He's got that old piece of metal locked up in the vise, whacking it with the hammer. He's trying. You don't got that vise tight enough. Hold on, son. You're going to knock it out of there.
Dad, can you open this up for me?
Get back, man, Matt. Get back. I don't want that to pop out and hit nobody. Spencer, something you'll need to understand about me. Something you'll need to understand about me, Spencer, is I'm not going to say something that I'm not going to do. I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't sure about it, dude.
Okay, it's my turn.
Teen, should I buy hammer handles from Amazon or eBay? I don't buy them from either. I buy them from househandle.com. House Handle Company. House Handle Company, but see, that's American. I don't know much about eBay handles, Amazon or eBay, as far as the quality of the handles. It's a tricky deal with handles when you're buying them because you want to be able to look at the grain of the handle before you select it. And I can't do that with house handles, but what I can do is rely on, stop guys, I'm trying to talk. What I can do with house handles is rely on their reputation for only sending the best handles out. They don't send junk. They send out quality handles to every time. They have people that know what they're doing whenever you order handles from them, so they aren't going to send you one with the damn knot in it or bad grain pattern that's going to crack easy, you know, because that's very important when choosing hammer handles, is look at the grain of the wood when you're picking it. A lot of people like to put their hands on it before they pick it, and I used to be like that, but I've got to the point where I trust House Handle enough to where I am confident in every handle they send me, every one of them. Plus, the handles they send me are exactly like the handle. Stop, son, I told you. Do it again, I dare you. I dare you. What they are is they are exactly like replacement handles that you can buy at your local hardware store. So I like the hardware store handles on my hammers because the customer breaks a handle, they can run to their hardware store and buy another one. Simple, easy to fix. They don't have to do anything special to the handle to get it to fit. So that's what I go for. I've never ordered a handle off eBay or Amazon. I've always dealt with in-house purchases from the hardware store until I found House Handle Company sells the exact same handles I'm buying from them and cheaper. And they do an amazing job inspecting. So House Handle Company, and that's where I will go. Thank you again for another super chat, Gordon. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna get the raffle post up sometime today. And yes, Neil, you can buy oversized and shaped the handle to your liking if you'd like to do that. Anyways, thanks for the support, guys. I really do appreciate y'all sitting and listening to me get some stuff off my chest. Look forward to the 18th of July. You get to meet two of my followers, work with them, hang out, have a good time. Hopefully impart some knowledge on them they can take back and use to further their ability in this craft. So again, and huge thanks to Ben for the $100 super chat. You know you didn't have to do that, brother, and I'm going to kick your ass when I see you because you did that. But I'm grateful for it. I love you for it. You are the man. You'll always be my brother. And we'll see you guys next time I see you. Like I said, no more scheduled streams from Tink. So turn on notifications if you want to see live streams from me because I'll be doing them randomly. I will be doing more Facebook live streams. I'll be doing, you know, there, just going live on Facebook. If, you know, I feel froggy. I'm going to just direct my focus more towards Facebook and Instagram. So that being said, peace out, YouTube land. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Thanks for all the good time. Thanks for love. Thanks for support. And I hope you continue to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Till we see you then. Peace.